Here from Citi Field, it is Roberto Clemente Day, and Roberto Clemente Jr. standing alongside his son, Roberto III, and Little Roe throwing out the first pitch tonight for today's ceremonies. The two teams lined up on the baselines, and the previous Clemente Award winners that are here tonight were standing behind the mound, so a nice visual before we get set for today's action.
I mentioned Carlos Carrasco. This has been a resurgent year for him. He had a +6 ERA in his first year in New York last year, and you go back to mid-June, he's got a 2.19 ERA over his last 10 starts.
Yeah, he's made some adjustments. He's staying healthy. He's got a great pitch mix.
Cruz leads things off and strikes out on a fastball that comes back to the inside corner.
The 2-1 on the way. A fastball lined over short. Base hit. Going into left center field. Picked up by Naquin, who plays it in. And Brian Reynolds aboard with a 1-out single. First hit for the Pirates. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. Got him with that changeup. So 2 strikeouts for Carrasco.
He's ahead of Gamble 1 and 2. He comes home and strikes him out. Pinpoint to the outside corner as that nice zone from Nestor Ceja continues for Carrasco. 28-year-old JT Brubaker, who's in his 3rd year in the majors, so he's put enough out there where you kind of know what you've got, but he's continuing to try and make his case to be part of that next good Pirates team.
Yeah, absolutely. You make adjustments in this game from year to year. One thing, if he stays ahead, he throws well. When he gets behind, that's when the hitters do damage.
Strokes a line drive, base hit into center. Jeff McNeil with the first hit of the night for the Mets. Here's a floater into right. Long way to go for Cal Mitchell, and it falls in front of him. Big swing and a little single into right for Pete Alonso.
Runners at the corners for Daniel Vogelbach. Swing and a drive in the air to right. Back goes Mitchell, still going. It's over his head. Bounces up against the wall. McNeil has scored. Racing for the plate, Alonso. He scores standing, and standing at second, clapping his hands with a 2-run double is Daniel Vogelbach, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead.
5-pitch walk to Mitchell with 1 out here in the second. He'll take the free pass, and Michael Chavis is coming up. Lined into right center, base hit and more for Chavis. He's racing to third. Mike Rabello waves him home. Guillorme's relay, it's late. Cal Mitchell scores on Michael Chavis's RBI double, and the Pirates are on the board. It's 2-1 New York.
Carlos Carrasco, who averages less than a strikeout per inning, has 6 Ks through 2 tonight. All 6 outs coming via the strikeout. 3-2 from Carrasco. He's got his 7th K, and that bat goes flying over the net and into the seats. Wow.
He now has the hardest hit ball, the hardest thrown ball, and the hardest thrown bat.
Farthest throw of a bat in the StatCast era.
I mean, they say throw your hands, young man. He definitely did that.
Look at the look in the guy's face. An O'Neill Cruz souvenir.
He sets, he deals 2-2. Check swing, and it's strike 3. The third base umpire, Phil Cuzzy, says so, as Gamble couldn't hold up. And Carlos Carrasco has punched out 8 in the first 3 innings of this game. No runs, 1 hit in the third. That brings up a man who certainly is appreciative of playing on Roberto Clemente Day, as Francisco Lindor is due up after the first Mets walk of the game. Lindor is wearing special cleats tonight designed just for this day, Roberto Clemente Day, and his gloves as well. The first pitch, he rips one to right, way back toward the Coca-Cola corner. It's gone. Home run, Francisco Lindor. A line drive rocket straight down the right field line into the second deck. The Mets have taken a 4-1 lead. And on Roberto Clemente Day, wearing number 21, the Puerto Rican native Lindor has set a new Mets single season record for the most home runs by a shortstop. That is 24. He has now driven in 94 on the year. That's a new career high. And it is 4-1 Mets here in the third.
There are going to be a lot of people around his locker after the game talking about that.
Vogelbach started the scoring, had a 2-run double. He gave the Mets a 2-0 lead.
On the ground, past the diving Castro, and the beat goes on for the Mets. Vogelbach had knocked in 1 run in the last 16 games. He's knocked in 3 in 3 innings tonight.
Now will be Mark Vientos, still looking for his first big league hit. Vientos is 0 for 10 to start his major league career.
On 3-1, Vientos gets his first major league hit. It'll drive home a run. He's got a big league base hit and an RBI, and it's 6-1 New York.
2 things right there he'll never forget. He'll never forget his first hit. He'll never forget the day he got it. What a moment for that young man.
We go to the 6th inning at Citi Field. It's the Mets 6, the Pirates 1. Pirates will have the middle of their order up against Carlos Carrasco, who's at 95 pitches through 5.
A chase on a changeup. You can rinse and repeat that statement tonight. New season high 11 strikeouts for Carlos Carrasco.
The fastball they've gotten some hits off of today, but the changeup and slider 0 for with now 9 Ks.
Ground ball. Guillorme. What a performance from Carlos Carrasco. Season high 11 strikeouts, just 1 run over 6 innings of work.
So the base is loaded, nobody out, and Ramirez will pitch to Francisco Lindor.
Oh my goodness, what a catch.
And that baby was going right through the middle. Glove save and a beauty made by Ramirez for the first out.
Well, Ramirez thought that surely somebody must be off base here, and he looked like he was chasing his tail.
So here's Alonso. First pitch hits him. Looked like a breaking ball. Was a slider that hits Alonso to force in a run. That makes it 7-1 New York. The 96th Met hit batsman this year, most in the major leagues, but it's somewhat painful way to give Alonso his 112th run batted in.
Ramirez back at it. Here's 0-2. A swing and a miss struck him out on a breaking ball. Mets get a run, strand 3, 9th inning coming up. It's 7-1 New York.
Joel Rodriguez trying to finish this thing up. Mets pitchers have retired 14 straight Pirates. One more trip up there for Cal Mitchell. Fly to center field. It backs up Nimmo. It ends the night. 17 straight retired by the Mets.
Great job by the Mets. Much needed win. They're in first place by 1 game with an exciting finish to go.
Pat and Chase is presented by Roman, the official men's digital health clinic of Major League Baseball.